This is breaking news.
Good evening, I'm Lauren McCoy. We start with breaking news tonight. New Orleans police arrest the mother of 12-year-old Bryan Vasquez in connection to his death. The NOPD says 34-year-old Hilda Vasquez faces negligent homicide and second-degree cruelty to a juvenile charges. She was taken into custody this evening around 5:30. The Orleans Parish coroner says that Bryan died from drowning and injuries suffered from an alligator attack. This after he was reported missing from his New Orleans East home. Authorities aren't giving much details at this time, but say Hilda Vasquez has a documented history of abuse against Bryan. Records Fox 8 obtained tonight confirm that. And according to the records filed in a criminal district court, they say Bryan escaped twice, weeks before a third disappearance that resulted in his death. In an affidavit for her arrest warrant, detectives say there are 2 Department of Children and Family Services reports, one resulting in a cruelty to juveniles conviction against Bryan.
When Ms. Vasquez was arrested and convicted for abusing Bryan, when he was 3 months old, she committed a skull fracture, broken legs, and a collapsed lung. At that point, he was removed from the home. And then at some point subsequent to that, DCFS returned him back to the home. And that's obviously part of the information that we're working with our DCF partners. But that's in the public realm. That's in our search warrant. Our arrest warrant application that she had that previous conviction, and there was a period when he was removed from the home.
As we comb through these records, they also say that a third report with DCFS was filed after Bryan's body was found. Also, Bryan was diagnosed as a victim of child physical abuse when he was a baby. DCFS investigated lack of supervision of Bryan and alleged neglect from his mother. Bryan was nonverbal and on the autistic spectrum. He reportedly escaped through a bedroom window from his home in the East on August 14th. He was last seen on doorbell camera video, and a multi-agency search went into finding him. Drones, airboats, and dogs were deployed to help in a search that zeroed in on a lagoon on Severus Street.
Also want to thank our local, state, and federal partners who all helped in this investigation, as well as the Cajun Navy, who was out there for several days. This was an emotional and really traumatic case, not just for the community, the family, but also our own officers and every officer that was out there. It was not an easy time for anyone, and again, we wish the outcome would have been different, but it's not the case. So we have to pursue and seek justice for Bryan.
Bryan's body was found in that lagoon on August 26th, and a lot of questions surrounded this investigation, including the NOPD's response time. NOPD data showed a roughly 5-hour gap between someone reporting a missing juvenile on Thursday, August 14th, and the department dispatching an officer. The report came in at 10 a.m. and an officer came at 3 p.m. But according to the records, Hilda Vasquez had conflicting statements when it came to what led up to his disappearance. She is booked into the Orleans Justice Center. The NOPD says this is still an ongoing investigation, urges for anyone out there who knows something to say something and call Crime Stoppers.